Today, I'm going to briefly discuss a man who is responsible for some of the most prominent, well known, iconic structures in the entire city of Los Angeles. An architect by the name of Paul Williams. Architect Paul Williams, who is responsible for such designs as Los Angeles International Airport, renovation of the Beverly Hills Hotel, designing the Long Beach Naval Base station, some of the most prominent buildings, the homes of well known movie stars like Lucille Ball and many others in Hollywood. He was called the designer to the stars, Mr. Paul Williams.
Everyone who's traveled to or lived in Southern California has seen his work. The famous Space Age theme building at Los Angeles International Airport is a signature design and one of many landmarks that define the local landscape. Viewers of movies and popular television programs like Dynasty and Murder, She Wrote have seen this majestic mansion he designed covering 12,000 square feet and 16 rooms. Created to remind the owner of the castle he saw in his boyhood home in England, this Pasadena house, built for self-made millionaire and thoroughbred horse breeder Jack Atkin, was developed on a stately lot of 3.5 acres. Major renovations to the Beverly Hills Hotel, including a new color scheme and a glamorous makeover of the Polo Lounge, exhibited the grand sense of style and elegance the architect wanted to convey. In all, he was responsible for designing more than 3,000 structures. These projects included homes for movie stars like Lon Chaney, Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz, and Frank Sinatra. Homes were designed for prominent people in the business world, including Jay Paley of the CBS television network and automobile magnate E.L. Cord. Hotels he designed housed the rich and famous. Banks, business buildings, and high fashion stores like Saks Fifth Avenue in Beverly Hills also carried his unique combination of style and functionality. Government structures he designed included courthouses, schools, office buildings, and affordable housing projects. Through it all, he never forgot the common man or the struggles of those born without privilege. He was Paul Revere Williams, a legend in architecture. But to his granddaughter, Karen Hudson, he was just a very kind grandpa. Karen lives in the house her grandfather designed for himself and Karen's grandmother.
He was an orphan, and as an orphan, family is more important to him than anything else. My grandmother was his rock. I don't think he would have been nearly successful without her support. And he called my mother and my aunt his babies to his dying day. He never brought his work home, except for during the war when he had an office at the house. So they were never privy to the unpleasantness and the racism that he had to suffer. At the same time, they were not interested in the fame. So he never brought that part of it home. As a child, I learned about who he was basically in school. I knew he was an architect, I knew he designed things, but he never let us think he was anything other than our grandpa.
Paul Revere Williams was the first African American to join the American Institute of Architects. Born in 1894 and orphaned at the age of 4, he made his way through life because of extraordinary talent, artistic flair, charm, hard work, and fierce determination. He had faith in God and a foster mother who pushed him toward success and encouraged his dreams.
Well, I think he loved art from the time he was a child. Elementary school, He drew everything, and the teachers from those early days told him he would never succeed, mostly because the majority population, the Caucasians, were not going to hire him, and the African Americans and any other minority could not afford him, so that he would not be able to make a living at it. What people did at the time was they would encourage talented black children to become doctors or lawyers because they'd say your people always are going to need those. But everyone talked in terms of you could only make a living from your own community. People often ask me, how was he able to do all of this? The simple answer, it had to be a God-given talent. He was singular. There were almost no um, African American architects, and no one ever has had the success that he had. He was the most successful African American architect who of the 20th century, and we'll see about the 21st, but his record may hold up. But this is what African American architectural historians have told me.